Poets and Writers is the deep aquifer the entire writing community drinks from.
Poets and Writers is a house with many doors.
They're the place to begin when you're starting out and don't know where else to go.
I was pretty much at sea until I saw my first copy of Poets and Writers magazine. There were actual people giving you their expertise, were telling their story. It suddenly seemed possible to have a literary life.
Poets and Writers is one of the first places I ever felt validated as a poet.
Every year I read their annual debut poet showcase, and it gave me that inspiration, the motivation that I needed to continue sending my work out.
Back in 1982, Poets and Writers was a print magazine and a printed directory, and from that directory, communities were born.
It was a reminder the ways in which each of our works, they stand on the work of so many others. That's the spirit of Poets and Writers.
Poets and Writers allowed me to understand that maybe that I could make a living doing something that I love to do.
I don't think I would have been here without that map the website and the community there provided me. I would go on to find contests, to find publications that I could submit to.
I use that submissions calendar as my North Star, and that's how I have a book, my dear comrades out in the world today. So thank you for providing that information in a really accessible way.
Prior to my book coming out, I had the great honor of participating in the inaugural Get the Word Out program, where I learned all about publicity and marketing and social media and everything that an author could want to know about the life of a book post-publication.
The lessons that I learned through that cohort, I will carry with me throughout my publishing career.
I am so grateful for the experience and for the community and connections that I made through this program.
The Readings and Workshop program of Poets and Writers has supported projects that I have done, from producing readings in laundromats to today when I'm doing creative writing workshops in hospitals. That support has made it possible for me to have a life as a writer.
One of the things I really value about Poets and Writers is that they fund programs not just in the cities, but in the small rural areas that maybe would not be able to present such programming if it wasn't for Poets and Writers support.
The funding offered me invaluable opportunities to connect with my community. The workshops that I led inspired me to pursue fellowships and an MFA in creative writing.
I want to thank Poets and Writers for giving a space for poets across all ages and levels of experience.
It's just always incredibly affirming to have a resource like Poets and Writers there to support what you're about. Thank you, Poets and Writers.
Thank you for the community building. Thank you for the practical help. And here's to our community of writers.